Another brick fan here with a Harry Potter set. This is Hogwarts Carriage and Thestrals. This is set 76400, was released in June 2022. It has 121 pieces, 2 minifigures, and cost about $20 when it was released. In addition to the 2 minifigures, you can also see the large adult Thestral here attached to the wagon. And then there's a small baby or child Thestral here as well. Both of these, I believe, are new molds. It also comes with this Quibbler print here on a 2x3 tile. And this also appeared in the Magical Trunk set that was released in March. So it's good to get another one of those. The 2 minifigures are unique, and we will take a closer look at them in a minute. But let's take a close look at the carriage first. This is the 3rd carriage they have released in the Harry Potter or Wizarding world. The other 2 included Beauxbaton's Arrival carriage. The other was Grindelwald's Escape, which was from the 2nd Fantastic Beasts movie, The Crimes of Grindelwald. This is modeled after the carriage that is used to move the students from the docks into the castle. Of course, the first years go across in boats, but I think when this carriage was actually shown was, I believe, in the 6th movie, The Half-Blood Prince, because it was after Harry had seen Sirius die, which I believe was in the Order of the Phoenix. So as you can see, this carriage has a Thestral. This is the ghost horse, or kind of the horse that can only be seen by people who have seen death. I do like these wings here. They're done in this kind of multicolor, so they're kind of a gray wing here with black, and it kind of fades together here. It does have these tooth pieces on either side, so if I turn the Thestral this way, you can see there's these little teeth here, or little barbs on the wings, which I thought turned out nicely. The printing is kind of a light blue and a white for the eye there. So it makes for a very nice looking horse head. Unfortunately, the legs do not move and the head is also in a fixed position. So it's just a fixed mold. It looks pretty good. The carriage itself does detach from the Thestral here. And as you can see on the front, it has a couple of lights here, which have a nice silver stud on the top. And these are headlamp pieces done backwards, and then they're just connected through this post here. The other sides have just some other decorative pieces here. And then in the back there is a little door here and some steps. So you can walk your minifigure theoretically up these steps and into the back of the vehicle, of the carriage here. The figures here, since this is, the 6th movie, I believe, we have the full-size legs here on Harry, and I believe Luna has the 3/4 legs, so they both have the bending legs, but you see Harry Potter's a little taller here than her. Overall, a pretty nice carriage. These wheels are the typical ones they've been using in the Harry Potter series. They're kind of in that metallic dark gray, so it's kind of a shiny dark gray color, kind of a charcoalish color. Just some little greebling here on the sides as well. I think that turned out rather nicely. There is a small side build, which is this little tree here, which was nice to see this little leaf piece in this yellow. There's a mushroom done here with a satellite dish and a cone piece. And then I think they did a good job with putting the various leaves on the tree and giving it some decent shaping. Nice use of this corner slope brick here in the back to kind of tie it all together. And then, of course, the 3 different browns in here to represent the bark of the tree. Lastly, we have this baby Thestral, which you probably saw during the intro there. Once again, has the white and kind of the blue printing here on the sides. The ribbing here along his tail, neck, and even on his belly here. The wings, of course, are included in the mold. There is a stud on top here. So you could probably put a minifigure on top, I suppose, and connect the minifigure, but As you see, the minifigure is almost as big as the little Thestral in this case. But it is a nice little piece to get, and this is a mold unique to this set, at least as of now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures. Here are our two minifigures that come with this set. So we have Harry Potter in this nice blue jacket with the, looks like he's got his Hogwarts robes or some semblance of them underneath there. The legs are in a black, it looks like a solid black. He of course has his normal dark brown wand, this apple piece. Then Luna comes with this lighter brown wand. This little tile here is to represent maybe a book or something she's carrying. She does have this little side satchel, which I've seen several times, but I've never seen it in this dark blue. So I think that is unique to this set as well. But taking a look at the printing here, she has this kind of woven purple sweater and the purple sleeves here, and then a kind of a tan color underneath. You can see that Harry has the full-size minifigure legs, and Luna has the 3/4 or mid legs. So they still bend, but they are one stud short, or one plate shorter than Harry Potter here, since Harry was older than Luna. No side printing on either one of these figures, and just a little bare minimum of back printing here on Harry. Turn his hair around here. You can see that he's got a more neutral expression. You can just barely see his scar up there on top. So the hair doesn't have quite as much part as we normally see in that. Here's Luna with a more surprised expression or fearful expression as well. So good alternate expressions for both of these figures. Get a better look at that little satchel. Like I said, I've seen these before, but not in that color. So there's our quick look at the two minifigures that come with this set. Let's go back and I'll give you my final thoughts on this small set. Overall, this is a nice little set. It's only 121 pieces at $20, so well above the price per piece at around 10 cents that I like to start with. Of course, Harry Potter sets are usually a little more expensive, and I think Lego in general is getting more expensive, so it doesn't surprise me that it's that price. It would be really nice to get this. I think this is more of a $15 price point. Probably makes a little more sense to me. This is definitely the smallest of the three carriages that were done in the past, and I think I'll do a comparison video and show you the three carriages in a future video. The little tree is pretty typical of those side builds that you see with these small sets. It really is just there to add some more pieces to it. It doesn't add a lot to like the story they're trying to tell here. Maybe they were at the edge of the forest when they got on the carriage, you know, perhaps, but mostly it's just there to add a few more pieces to the set, although I think it did turn out pretty nicely. So as far as value goes, I'm disappointed in how expensive this set was and how small it is. It is a little bit smaller than I expected. It is nice to get these new Thestral molds. I think they turned out quite nicely, and these two minifigures are unique. We get Harry in that blue torso, which is nice, and then we get this new version of Luna with the violet and tan colored clothing. Overall, I think it's a worthwhile set, but I'd probably look for it on sale. Hope you've enjoyed my thoughts on this Harry Potter set. I'm going to get started on my next video. And until then, happy building. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and be sure to subscribe to see more of my content. I've left a link to my Harry Potter review playlist up here on the screen.